Jimmy Page. James Patrick Page, who was born on January 9, in 1944, is an English guitarist, composer and record producer. He began his career as a studio session guitarist in London and was subsequently a member of the Jarvis from 1966 to 1968, after which he formed the English rock band Led Zeppelin. Page has been described as unquestionably one of the all-time most influential, important, and versatile guitarists and songwriters in the rock story. In 2003, Rolling Stone magazine ran Page number 9 in its list of the 100 greatest guitarists of all time. He has been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice, once as a member of the Jarvis in 1992 and one as a member of Led Zeppelin in 1995. Early years. Page was born to parents James and Patricia Page in the West London suburb of Heston, which today forms part of the London borough of Hounslow. His father was an industrial personnel manager and his mother was a doctor's secretary. In 1952, they moved to Feltham and later again to Mile Road. Edson, which is where Page came across his first guitar. He said, "I don't know whether it was left behind by the people before, or whether it was a friend of the family's nobody seemed to know why it was there." First playing the instrument at the age of 13 years, he took a few lessons in Norby Kingston, but he was largely self-taught. Among his early influences were Bailey guitarists Scotty Moore and James Burton, who both played on recording made by Elvis Presley. Hearing the Elvis Presley song, Baby Let's Play House, it's said by Page as being his inspiration to take up playing the guitar. His first guitar was second-hand in 1959, Futurama Gracious, which was later replaced by the Casbah. Page musician tastes include Skype and acoustic folk playing, particularly that of Bert Jones and John Rainbow, and the blues songs of Elmore James, B.B. King, Otis Rush, Buddy Guy, Freddie King, and Hubert Sumlin. Basically, that was the start, a mixture between rock and blues. At the age of 13, Page Upper and Hung Weldon's All Your Own Talent question program in a state required. One performance on which aired on BBC TV in 1957. The group played Mama Don't Want to Skyfall Anymore, another very American flavored song, in then all Counterfiles But Home television contest. When asked by Weldon what he wanted to do after schooling, Page said, "I want to do biological research to find a cure for cancer if it isn't discovered by then." In an interview with Guitar Player magazine, Page stated that there was a lot of those kinds in the early days, but as they say, "I had to come to grips with it, and it was a good schooling." Page would take the guitar to school each day and have it confiscated and handed back to him at 4 p.m. Although he had an interview for a job as a laboratory assistant, he ultimately chose to leave the niche secondary school, with Ewald, to pursue music instead. Initially, Page had difficulty finding other musicians with whom he could play on a regular basis. He said, "It wasn't as though there was an abundance. I used to play in any group, anyone who could get a get together really." Following time making recitals by big poets Grayson Ellis and the Mermaid Tita between 1966 to 1961, and singer Red E. Lewis, he was asked by singers named Christian to join his band. The Crusaders, after Christian had been 15 years old, Page played in a local hall. Page toured with Christian for approximately 2 years and later played on several of his records, including the November 1962 single, The Rock to Love. During his stay with Christian, Page fell serious with global fever and couldn't continue touring. While recovering, he decided to put his musical career on hold and concentrate on his other love, painting. He enrolled at Student Art College in Surrey, and he's playing in 1975, traveling around all the time in a bus. He said, "I did it for 2 years after I left school, to the point where I was starting to get really good breath. but it was getting, so I went back to art college, and that was a total change in direction. That's why I said it's possible to do. As dedicated, and it was to play the guitar. I knew doing it that way was doing me forever. Every 2 months I had blunder fever, so for the next 18 months I was living on $10 a week and getting my step up, but I was still playing. Finally, Jimmy Page is an icon of alternative rock. He's known for has been the lead guitarist of the alternative rock band Led Zeppelin. He has recorded about 10 albums, the most important Led Zeppelin 5 and 10. Really, he has become an icon around the world. Finally, I admire him not only because he is an extraordinary guitarist, but also he's considered an excellent person.